The second question is regarding chapter 6 and verse 54 on the same page. When it says, and when they come to you who believe with our ayat signs, say salam, your Lord has written mercy on himself. And among you who did bad in ignorance, then after that he repents, returns and correct, then surely he is of forgiving and merciful. Since I live in Canada, where I work or when I meet with other people, I personally don't say salam. So it just popped up in my mind that I was like doing an ignorant thing. Now I should be saying salam to the people whom I'm working with, even they are not the Muslims.
Yeah, if you meet, look, he will say, I went to Dubai. In the Muslim community, if you go, even the non-Muslims say Salaam Alaikum. Believe me. These non-Muslims who are living in Dubai, I just went to Dubai and met foreigners. They say Salaam Alaikum. You say Walaikum Salam. He adopted the situation immediately when he came to Dubai in the Muslim world. So they are saying Salaam Alaikum, whether you believe, whether he doesn't know, he says Salaam Alaikum. So now you say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or you can say good morning, Salaam Alaikum. You say peace be upon you. So he'll ask you, you can say, or refer to the Bible. In the Bible, Jesus said when he used to meet people in the Bible, they say Shalom Alaikum. Shalom in Hebrew, Shalom. So peace in Hebrew also. So in the Bible there is a record also. So they also say Salaam Alaikum. So you can again start doing this occasionally whenever you feel Salaam Alaikum. He said, what do you say? I said, peace be unto you. So you can start.
That was maybe in Dubai it might be culture because there are a lot of.
No, I'm talking about the non-Muslims. They came to the Muslim community and the Muslim community says Salaam Alaikum. So the non-Muslims start saying Salaam Alaikum.
Okay.
So now you're living in a Canada in a Christian country in a way where people are non-Muslims mostly. So you start saying good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Yeah. It's become practical because they are saying it. So you adopted their system. What you have to do is, within the meetings of people, you can say sometimes Salaam Alaikum. He will ask you, what did you say? He said, peace be unto you. I said in Arabic. And then the discussion will start, inshallah.
So if like people, they are not doing this, can I say that they are being ignorant? It says in the same ayat, because they're not practicing that thing.
Yes, normally people do not practice this.
Yeah.
So this, now from the ayat you have come to know, we have to say Salaam Alaikum. If the person is ignorant and he is addressing you, Jahil, then you have to say to him also Salaam Alaikum. Salam, you have to send this peace to everybody. This you must know.
Okay. If nobody has questions.
New question.
Okay. Another question is in chapter 47, verse 35. Page number 9 and 10. It says, so you do not weaken and invite towards Islam to attain peace, and you are uppermost. And Allah is with you, and He will never leave off your doings that works. So my question is this, that like if we do not invite people towards Islam, meaning to attain peace, so we will get weak in the message.
Sorry, what is your question?
My question is that if we do not invite people towards Islam, that is to attain peace, so we will get weakened in the message or what?
No, you are not inviting because you are weakening yourself.
So by not inviting, we will get weak.
Yes, Allah said, Fala tahinu, you are weakened. So I said, do not weaken, but invite. Fala tahinu, Arabic says, Fala tahinu, do not weaken. So do not weaken. Because you are not inviting, you are weakening yourself. So he said, you do not invite, you invite. Do not weaken, you invite. Fala tahinu watad'u ila al-silmi. You do not weaken and invite. So if you are not inviting, you are weakening yourself. That is the equivalent reaction to your personality. If you are attaining peace by following the verses of Allah, the ayahs of Allah, then you must invite. If you are not attaining peace, you will not invite. So you will weaken yourself. So Allah says, فَلَا تَهِنُوا وَتَدْعُوا إِلَى السِّلْمِ. Do not weaken, and invite towards Islam. So this is the training by Allah, so that you must share this peace to the people.
One more question in chapter 3, verse 85. Like saying, and whosoever seeks a deen, that is judgment, other than Islam to attain peace, it will never be accepted. from him, and then he will be from the lost ones. As you said in your lecture that the judgments, our judgment should be based on the ayats. My question is, if just in case any of our judgment is not based on ayats.
Which is the page?
Page number 11, sorry.
Okay. Yes, if it's not, the judgment is not based on ayats.
Yeah, sometimes there are times in life when you take a decision which is not based on the ayat. Even though you know the Quran, but you do not know everything from the Quran. But
Yes.
situation comes when you fall into the situation and you take a decision which is not from the Quran. So what would be the status of that decision?
You will not be in peace. You will not be in peace if you have ignorant, not deliberately. You may have taken a decision or a judgment which you did not consult the Quranic ayat, but you take a decision of your own knowledge.
Correct.
But that judgment was, if it was not aligned to the afterwards you came to the Quran was saying something else, you had taken a decision wrong. So in that context you will not have peace for that ayat,
Okay.
for that judgment. But suppose you did it in ignorance, but you in some back of the mind they had an ayat, but you take the right decision
Correct.
without knowing the Quranic ayat. So you took the judgment based on ayat unconsciously. So you'll be in peace.
Okay,
And that ayat will confirm you. But if you do not know, deliberately you don't do it, you will, the ayat is this, Allah will not accept any judgment other than Islam to attain peace. That's the principle. But if you do not, there are so many decisions we are making in life, knowingly and unknowingly. There are certain things we have to know. And if you know and you make a judgment, you will be in peace. And if you did not did it and it was not based on ayat, you will not be in peace.
So intentionally, if I take a decision not based on the ayat, I will not get peace.
Yes.
But if I take a decision unconsciously, but when I came to know afterward it was in the ayat, so I will get peace.
Of course, you will see, yes, I was getting the peace. You know, you will realize that decision was right in the eyes of God. You have got conscience clear, you will be peace of mind. This is the nature of the ayats. There are so many ayats we do not know. Believe me, there are so many people in the world, they do not know. Like I'll give you an example. There are, like for example, you cannot marry your sister. No book on this planet. I mean, any Christian reads a book and doesn't marry. Any Hindu reads the book and doesn't marry. He knows that he doesn't marry. He knows this. And there are people, the Quran says adultery and fornication, that's not allowed. You know? So a person who, if he commits this, he's guilty. His guilt is there. The ayat unconsciously when you knew, I did it wrong. So there are certain things you already know it's in the book. You don't know it's in the Quran, but you are practicing those unconsciously. But the ayats that you come to know, then you don't do it, that is the peace you get.
Okay.
You
So
see?
yeah.
So in other words, the person who doesn't know and he was practicing some good without knowing, you must be having peace in that aspect. The ones he is not practicing is he will have to amend. You have to correct. So he will not be peace. This is how you develop the peace within you. Keep on improving the peace.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.